Moving on, Kiran Jadhav, like I said, is joining us on the show. Kiran, Tata Motors is a stock we want to flag off on, the reason being that the stock has continued to decline. Yesterday we saw a decline coming in. Today as well, it's another 3% down. What are your observations?
Basically, if you look at the chart structure, it is pretty weak, and with this weak chart structure, we feel that there was very strong resistance at around the 180 184 mark. Till the time we trade to this, we expect the stock to retest the earlier bottom, and the market also supports the positioning.
Okay, 3.3% low crude consuming stocks are really witnessing an uptick today in trade. Pidilite is no exception. What's your strategy here?
Pidilite is a very strong chart structure, and we have a small resistance at around the 1050 mark. I'll be aggressively bullish if this level is taken off. For the last around a week's time now, we have been testing these levels and have not surpassed these levels. So the day we move above this level of 1050, I'll be aggressively bullish for a minimum target of 1090 on a trading basis with a positional view of around 1150, 1160. And in that scenario, the stop loss should be at around the 1030 mark. So 20 rupee risk and a huge kind of returns.
Massive buying coming in, even in a Praj Industries. You have a hold here?
Very wonderful chart that we have, a big consolidation for almost 9 to 10 years. And after this big consolidation, it is just around the corner to give a breakout. The breakout level is at around the 122 kind of mark. We are trading at 118. So we believe that this breakout is sure to come because of the kind of volumes that we have been seeing a pickup from. So Praj is a long-term hold with a stop loss of 105. We would have a 6-month target of 170 where a review should be taken, but eventually we'll see higher levels to be achieved.
The strategy you'd adopt here?
Yes, Cyient has a very strong support at around the 635 mark with a short-term view, and we believe that we'll see a good pullback from here. With a 1 to 2 days view, we have a resistance at around the 680, 700 mark where we'll take a resistance for now. That should be the target. And in the long term, I believe that the long-term charts are pretty strong. This is a base, and if someone has a 1 year plus view, we'll see a level of over 800 rupees on this counter.
Okay, so for a 1 year view, interestingly, is still high by 1%.
Yes, and it is doing a good base building formation. We have a very strong support at around the 410 mark, and I don't think the chart pattern says that this will be moved down. So we believe that this is a very strong support, and in the immediate future we'll have a resistance at around the 450, 455 mark, which would be the first target. But if we move above this 450 mark, then we'll see a sharp kind of rally which can take the stock to around 510, 530 levels in the next 2 to 3 months.
Okay, moving on, a result tree. What makes this one a hold candidate according to you?
CG Consumer, one of the charts which is really outstanding and which has given a positive divergence in this the carnage that we have seen in the markets in the recent past. This is one counter which has not contributed. It is insulated, and the kind of rally that we saw from a level of 79 to 125 and the consolidation makes it even more stronger. We believe that it will spend more time at around these levels. The medium term outlook is that we have a very strong support at around 115 mark. So we expect the stock to trade between 129 on the higher side and 120 on the lower side. And a breakout above this will lead to a huge kind of rally. Because it will give a breakout about multiple tops. One, and second would be that this counter would go into an uncharted territory. So very strong chart pattern. In the short term, we'll have a target of around 160, which should be achieved in the next 6 months. But I believe once this 130, 135 levels are taken off, we'll see a vertical rally in the years to come.